morning, good afternoon, good evening. To many Zimbabweans and Zambians, this is an unfamiliar sight. We are into chartered territory. This is the upstream side of the Victoria Falls, bone dry.
Walking down the Devil's Pool, literally on the rocks where there's no water. For the first time ever to walk on the rocks like this. Here are the rocks of no water. Here's the clerk of the National Assembly. So, clerk, what can you say about this?
This is alarming. It's going to be getting worse and worse given the trends.
Sure. Well, we are able to view the falls from the back here.
No falls now.
No falls. Completely dry. There's Honorable Umai. Honorable Umai. You coming from Chavuma where you have the Zambezi River there.
After coming to this site, there should be no Zambian talk about load shedding because we depend on water and the river is completely dry. The river is completely dry. And how I wish ZNBC can do a serious documentary to show the people of Zambia. Yeah, that load shedding is not due to any leadership lapses. This is purely a natural calamity. Yes.
As you can see, all these holes, these are the holes which are dry, completely dry. Okay, here are the rocks which are usually in the water, completely dry. Members of Parliament here, together at the Bank of Zambia people. Here's the Devil's Pool, completely dry. Completely dry. What can you say about this situation? There is the Devil's Pool. There is the Devil's Pool. Members of Parliament there. So this place is usually full, but it has nothing now. The floor is completely dry. Coming. Just showing the reality of the situation.
Well, the truth of the matter is this calamity could have been avoided and should have been avoided. The load shedding the gentleman is talking about is because Zambia and Zimbabwe depend for the greater part of their electrical power requirements on the generation at Kariba Dam. Zimbabwe gained its independence in 1980. And at the time, CAPCO, which was the company running Kariba Dam on behalf of the two governments, the Zambian side and the Zimbabwean side, gave the feasibility studies to the two governments. And if there'd been the political will, construction could have started immediately. Unfortunately, the two governments have been dilly-dallying about it, and nothing has been done. And we are now looking at 44 years down the line. Batoka Gorge has not been built. To those of you not familiar with the system. Batoka Gorge is between Victoria Falls and Kariba. And building it would have effectively created another Kariba Dam. That's the bottom line. So that water from flowing over the Victoria Falls will flow into Batoka Gorge. It will be used to generate power, let down back into the river, and it will flow into the Zambezi River, feeding Kariba Dam. And then it will be used again to generate power, and then let out to flow into Kaborabasa in Mozambique. But that would have doubled the hydro generation capacity of Kariba Dam. Why the two governments have failed to act on this project beggars belief. The gentleman was talking of, people should not think that those in power have been sitting. It's their fault. Of course it is their fault. Why did we not make hay while the sun was still shining? With the feasibility studies available, it did not have to take 44 years to get Batoka Gorge working. And even now, Batoka Gorge is still not, there's no work being carried out. That is one of the problems that has affected countries like Zimbabwe and Zambia. Bad governance. And now the nation is paying dearly for it. Because the load shedding in both Zambia and Zimbabwe are going to last a long time. With the Zambezi River having stopped flowing completely, it only means that the water level in Kariba Dam has fallen so low that probably in terms of generation, they've completely stopped generating. And even if the rains finally come, it will take a long time for the dam to fill up again so that they could be back to normal full generation capacity. And the load shedding means lost production. The costs of the lost production alone in the next 6 months, in this period alone, would have paid for the construction, design, install, construct, commission of Batoka Gorge Dam, the physical, the civil works, the electrical works, everything. The cost of the coming 6 months alone. This is what we are talking about here. So we are paying for this Batoka Gorge many times over than we need be if we're done the work on time. That is the tragedy. And at the present moment, there is no sign that the work is going to start. in Batoka Gorge. And with erratic weather like we have now, the world over, not only in Zimbabwe or SADC area over, it means we may be looking at having another situation where people can walk right across the Zambezi River because it is bone dry. And the ill effect of that to the nation, to Zambia and Zimbabwe, is going to be felt yet again. We are going to pay twice over for the construction of Batoka Gorge. Why we keep dragging ourselves into this kind of situation beggars belief. I think the people of Zambia and Zimbabwe really have got to sit up and pay attention. Can we really afford to pay over and over again for Batoka Gorge just because our leaders are dragging their feet over getting the job done? For Pete's sake, let's get Batoka Gorge built. The load shedding the two nations are suffering right now would have been considerably mitigated if we had completed this project. Thank you very much. Have a good day.